This one's probably going to get ugly. This is my face on camera, by the way. I want you to see this one. I got a few anonymous emails from the same guy today, and I'm not going to go through these. You can pause the video and read them yourself. Read that bullshit. He wrote me a poem, whoever it is. It's the third one that I'm quite interested in because it foretells me this guy hasn't sat down and read a book. Period. End of sentence. Name one peer-reviewed study showing peer-only training leads to poorer welfare and high mortality. Here's the thing. This dimwit is pushing the same crap that every other dog trainer is out there, okay? He doesn't understand what positive reinforcement is. What he's pushing as positive reinforcement under B.F. Skinner is actually primary inducement under Conrad Most. Who's Conrad Most? The father of modern-day Schutzhund, now known as IGP. But yet you come here and call me a fraud? You got the fucking nerve to come here and call me a fraud. One of us is telling the truth and one of us is lying. My face is on fucking camera. Where's yours? You're the one hiding behind anonymous emails. You see, ladies and gentlemen, we got the same problem all the way through dog training. Okay? People come at me, show me your certifications. I'm certified behaviorist. No, you're not. You're certified in Conrad Most quadrants of dog training. You don't have a clue about Skinner. Okay? If Skinner woke up tomorrow and seen the state of dog training on him, blamed on him, he would be abhorred. There'll be lawsuits flying everywhere. The whole system will collapse. But he's not here to defend himself. I am. You see, dog trainers turned around. All they learn is Conrad Most training dogs, and that's the name, the one name that you will not hear a dog trainer talk about. Go ask any dog trainer, especially IGP trainers, who Conrad Most is. They won't mention it. I've asked IGP dog trainers, why don't you sit down and do a video about Conrad Most? Nope, not a chance in hell. Because once you know about Conrad Most and that is the basis of dog training, okay, this whole system collapses. Because it's all a scam. That's all it is. And this guy here is proving it. That's the reality. Name one peer-reviewed study showing peer-only training. There's no such thing as a positive reinforcement trainer. You're a primary inducement trainer. What are the real quadrants of dog training under Conrad Most? They're primary and secondary inducements, primary and secondary compulsive inducements. What is a primary inducement? That's the bribe, the treat in your hand, food and affection. That's right in Conrad's book. You're trying to use a treat to get your dog to do something for you. What is compulsion? You're trying to force your dog to do something for you. There's a reason why balanced training is also known as compulsion-based dog training. And you see what pisses me off the most? As a result of all this garbage and all these lies and complete fucking ignorance because people will not read a book, we got millions of dogs that have been killed behaviorally. And these motherfuckers couldn't even define the word behavior. That's the reality. None of them can even define the word behavior. Go ask any trainer, any behaviorist, any fucking vet to define the word behavior. None of them will do it. But yet they're all lined up to tell you to kill your dog. This is insane. This is disgusting. Millions of dog owners' lives right now. Let's get a show of hands. How many people right now are living like hostages in their own home? You can't have people over. You can't go out. That's a result of dog training, all the lies. That's the reality. Do dog trainers have any sympathy for the millions of dead dogs? Do they have any sympathy or give a shit for the millions of dog owners' lives that have been ripped apart by this crap? Do they have any sympathy at all, any give a shit for the millions of dogs right now that are not behaviorally sound? And it's getting worse all the time. The damage that all this shit has done is incredible. Psychology has been fucking destroyed. Dog trainers have managed to redefine operant conditioning, and operant conditioning is everything you are. They define operant conditioning as a method of behavior modification used in reward and punishment. Skinner would tell you it was about survival of the fittest. Survival of the animal and survival of the fittest. That's what operant conditioning is. They've redefined positive reinforcement to have a frickin' treat. They've redefined negative reinforcement. They've redefined applied behavior analysis. And people are listening to it. And the worst thing is, I'm talking to the psych community right now, and I'm trying to get it through to them. They have no idea what's going on. They have no idea what the damage the dog training has done because none of them are dog trainers. I get it. You know what? I understand you're a psychologist. You're not a dog trainer. But would somebody please come and talk to me and have a peek of what's going on? All the damage that I'm witnessing in dog training. I mean, people come into the group and it's heartbreaking. They're out there spending $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 on dog training, vets and behaviors. Nothing's worked. All they heard was kill your dog, kill your dog, kill your dog. And I hear the same thing. And this is going to strike a chord with a lot of dog owners. I see something in my dog that nobody else does. You know what? I get it. They don't give a shit. You know, around here in Edmonton, I've had most of my clients were pit bulls because the people around here won't work with them. I've had dog owners of pit bulls call me up. They're after talking to 6, 8, 10 different trainers. Not one will come up and meet the dog. And most of them are saying do the world a favor and put the dog down. They're telling dog owners that they're talking to on the phone that they don't know to kill a dog that they haven't met, assessed, or diagnosed. But they're coming to me calling me a fraud. Calling me a coward. Is there any give a shit left? Is there any humanity left in dog training? You're all out there, oh, I sell my time, I don't sell results. Yeah, friggin' way to go. Take away all accountability and blame the owner for everything. When the system of dog training was never meant to be used in the behavior ring in the first place. None of you are qualified. Oh, we got experts in behavior, experts in frickin' behavioral euthanasia. Jesus, there's no such thing as an expert. None of you can define the word behavior. You won't. It takes 10 seconds to open up a dictionary and go through and look up the word behavior. Look up the word cortisol. Look up the word adrenaline. This is crazy. Vets are killing dogs for hormonal response because nobody gives a shit about the cause. The very object of the science of behavior is discovering its causes. B.F. Skinner. Nobody cares about the cause anymore. Nobody's asking about the cause. You got trainers out there, they talk about the cause, but they never address it. Have a treat. But they're coming to me calling me a fraud and a coward. Jesus, Murphy, can somebody please wake up? And everywhere I look, the dog training groups on Facebook, oh my God, I had to get out of them. I couldn't handle it anymore. Dog owners so heavily freaking vested in positive reinforcement and balanced training, they're ripping each other apart, and you got trainers in there going, oh my God, fight, it's us versus them. Why are you doing this? Positive reinforcement, if positive reinforcement was part of the quadrants, it is part of the quadrants. It's one quadrant out of 4. It's part and parcel. You can't pull one quadrant out of a 4-quadrant system. We call it the good one and expect it to fucking work when the 4 quadrants don't work. But yet they're calling me a fraud and a liar and, whatever have you. I am absolutely disgusted. It breaks my heart listening to some dog owners. And dog owners, you always think you're alone. You're not alone. There's millions of people like you out there. Trust me. In the group, we hear the same stories over and over and over and over again. Trust me, you're not alone. This is incredible. It really is. It's disgusting and people need to wake up to it. Dog trainers, man, I tell you, if you're still out there pushing, if you really believe the B.S. Skinner had anything to do with the quadrants, I beg of you, sit down and read Skinner. Contact me, I'll give you the books. Read Conrad Most and read one book from B.F. Skinner. Because you're out there doing a whole lot of damage. And there's a whole lot of people out there that are blatantly ignorant to what they're pushing. You got all these people out there haven't read a book. I had people coming to me, even behavioral PhDs in fucking behavior, come to me, arguing with me black and blue that Skinner's great at the fucking quadrants. I got dog owners doing the same thing. They're all coming to me and arguing the contents of books they haven't read. If they sat down in front of Skinner himself, they would argue with B.F. Skinner about his own work. Because they don't know any better. And they don't want you to know any better. Throw me a frickin' bone here, people. What is it going to take?